Hey everyone, and welcome back. Welcome to 2021, and welcome to our new series for this semester, Walk It Like You Talk It. In this new series, we're going to be taking lessons from last semester and digging deeper. But not like our last series, where we dug into the full meaning and full answers. But this semester, we're going to be talking about how what we've been talking about should be or already has changed our lives. See, the Bible isn't meant to be a discussion topic pamphlet. We're called to live it out. We want to take this semester to actually do everything we've been talking about. Make sure it's actually impacting our actions, not just our thoughts. Some weeks we'll get to share how things already have changed and how we see Christ in our everyday actions. Other weeks, we're going to be putting together action plans to make sure that we're not merely hearers of the word, but also doers. I hope you're ready for the challenge. I hope you're ready to start to walk it like you talk it. In this first week of our new series, we're going to be throwing it back to our question from a friend. Does God really see all sins as equal? As we found as we studied Scripture, yes, all sins are truly seen as equal in God's eyes, and that even the smallest of sins is still breaking God's commandments. While they may have varying repercussions on earth, they still create separation between us and our Creator. There is a specific instance in Scripture where we see Jesus live this out that I want to read together. And it's in John chapter 7, verse 53 through 8:11. Then they all went home, but Jesus went to the Mount of Olives. At dawn he appeared again in the temple courts, where all the people gathered around him, and he sat down to teach them. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. In the law of Moses commands us to stone such women. Now what do you say?" They were using this question as a trap in order to have basis for accusing him. But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. When they kept on asking him, he straightened up and said to them, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Again, he stooped down and wrote on the ground. At this, those who heard began to walk away, one at a time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left, with the woman still standing there. Jesus straightened up and asked her, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" "No one, sir," she said. "Then neither do I condemn you," Jesus declared. "Go now and leave your life of sin." Jesus knew how serious committing the sin of adultery was. Whether or not the woman had sinned was not the issue. The issue was that the other sinners were condemning this woman's for hers and seeing themselves as more righteous. Notice that Jesus didn't ask what their sins were. He didn't say, if you've also committed adultery, you've got to leave. Or, if you've committed sins of equal or greater value. It was a blanket statement, if you've ever sinned. Now, intellectually, this passage is a lesson on viewing sin as equal. But practically, this is a lesson on judging. The issue, practically speaking, was that the crowd was judging this woman when they had no right to. They weren't looking to help this woman, correct her wrongs, or make better decisions. They wanted to see her punished, even while they deserved their own punishment. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight in small groups, this idea of judging others. It can be hard for a number of reasons. We're straight up called not to judge one another, but we are meant to hold one another accountable to live lives God has called us to. So where's that line? And gossiping, while in name we can say easily it's wrong, it can be tricky when it comes down to it. It's always tempting to be in the know, but where is the line between simply passing information and gossip? How should this passage and others like it change our daily life, words, thoughts, and actions? How can we make sure that we truly walk it like you talk it?